In the spring of 1997, I moved to Boca Raton, next door to my dear friend Johnny Faris. Johnny was bedridden and unable to move any part of his body. He lived with his brother and family and required extensive care. Janice, his sister-in-law, was an angel of mercy. Despite his physical limitations, Johnny was a tremendous spiritual warrior and had worldwide influence, sending emails throughout the churches. Everyone knew Johnny. A few years earlier, I had written a song about him titled Mighty Men. Rather than focusing on his earthly condition, I emphasized his spiritual valor as a true mighty man. His sister Gina sang harmony, and Tim played a rousing guitar solo, which I appreciated far more than Johnny did. I remember saying after he heard the song, "You need more guitar solos in your life." When I wrote the words to Straining at Gnats, he sent a copy to everyone on his extensive mailing list. The comments varied, but most saw it as a wake-up call to the Reformed Church. Again, no one heard the song, just read the words. Johnny knew his audience. When Alabaster Praise finished our first CD in 1999, we had a gathering at the Faris home to preview it. That event was a "This Is Your Life" moment for me, as many lifetime friends attended to celebrate the accomplishment. But back in 1997, I was living in a house with a tennis coach, converting the living room into my first music studio. I had begun at Advantage International Distributors in the fall of 1996. I would always say it was the best job I ever had, working 3 days a week at a sustainable salary. I used my off days to work on music. One of the first songs I wrote and recorded was Jezebel Blues. I had the concept and some of the words in my head for many years. I was always struck by the irony in the story of Elijah and Jezebel. After his great victory on Mount Carmel, opposing the prophets of Baal, Elijah's life took a crazy turn. Jezebel, who was the queen of Israel, after losing her dinner companions and confidants, put out a contract on Elijah's life, and he ran. His flight was amazing, lasting months and encompassing over 100 miles. He finally ended his journey at the mountain of God, where Moses witnessed the burning bush and later received the 10 Commandments. After playing with some ideas, I stumbled on a chord progression that fit the bluesy atmosphere I had envisioned. I can remember writing the words and laughing as they popped into my head. A few weeks later, I had recorded the guitars and keyboards and recruited Kevin to sing the vocals. This song was perfect for Kevin, and he instantly got the subtle humor. On our last recording session, Kevin brought a friend, Paul Herlick, who was an accomplished guitarist. He recorded acoustic riffs and leads, which became a vital part of the song. Most of his improvisations were on the spot. I just let the music play and left the recorder running. More than any other song, Jezebel Blues was my calling card, as most people learned about me through it. It was a departure from my usual ballad style and did not feature Tim's guitars. Another story for another day. My music may not have been for everyone, but this song was easy to like. It was the perfect song to begin the CD. On March 9th, 2014, John Michael Faris went to be with the Lord. Just weeks earlier, he had called me asking me to come down as he felt his time was short. On my visit, we had some great conversations, but he was not ready. It was fortunate that I was in Miami on vacation when Janice, his sister-in-law, called me to inform me that he had passed. Johnny was just 57 years old. I truly miss my friend, but I know I will see him again, his new body whole.
I've been running for days, distance my feet from the craze. seeing traps behind every race or highway bend. Ahab's a bruiser, and Jezebel's a sore loser. And with each sunset I feel my life will surely end. Combing the hills in the towns since they heard the news. And while they're chasing after me, I'm chasing those Jezebel blues. Killing those prophets of Baal. Imagine her face turn so pale. I guess that put a damper on her midnight guru binge. You think in spite of her pain that she'd be grateful for rain, but she's been hatching out this juvenile revenge. They make me tremble, living this life on the run and so afraid. Jezebel blues, they keep me nimble, with a garrison of bloodthirsty soldiers to evade. Now I've got strength to renew on that pure angelic food. And for near 40 days I've been running on that high. But it's easy to see that there's no one left but me. So I'm hiding here in this cave, waiting to die. Running so fast and missing all those clues, chasing illusions and chasing the Jezebel blues. Entrance of the cave, a cloak to shade the eyes, not a quake, a rushing wind, or a fire to taint the skies, but my knees bend, and my journey's at an end, with a gentle blowing breeze and a foolish heart to mend. Jezebel blues, they made me tremble, living this life on the run and so afraid. Jezebel blues, they kept me nimble, with a garrison of soldiers to evade. Jezebel blues, yeah. Jezebel blues. Jezebel blues. Jezebel blues. Jezebel blues, yeah. Got no Jezebel Jezebel blues. Ooh, Jezebel blues. Yeah, yeah. Jezebel blues. Yeah. Jezebel blues.